punches were the forebears to what we now know as cocktails, and one of the most famous is the Fish House Punch. Originating at a fishing club in Philadelphia, whose members actually declared themselves an independent colony. This recipe has been around since the 1700s in proper punch form. I definitely do want to do a full episode on punch recipes, so let me know if that's something you'd like to see. But to whet the appetite for that, this is essentially a little single serve miniaturized version of it that I've taken from Difford's Guide online, which is just really nice and easy and refreshing to whip up on a summer's day. So a lot of punches will have some kind of split base spirits. So this one we have both brandy and some rum in there. So I'm going with a little St. Agnes, which is an Australian brandy, but obviously kind of a cognac or anything that you have to hand will work. This one's a little bit higher in ABV, so it's gonna pack even more of a punch. So 30 mils or 1 ounce of that, then 30 mils or 1 ounce of a gold or aged rum. A little 20 mils of a peach brandy or peach liqueur. What they probably would have been using back in the day would have been more like an actual peach brandy, so almost like another spirit in there. But obviously nowadays they're a little bit harder to come by. So a peach liqueur is definitely good for the flavor, and then we'll just cut the sugar down a little bit. So 20 mils or 2/3 of an ounce. And then our tea. So a lot of punches have tea as sort of that lengthening agent there, adds a bit of tannin, dries it out a bit. So 30 mils of that as well. Then 15 mils of lemon juice. And just a little 10 mils of sugar. So obviously for real punches or like kind of your larger format ones, a lot of the time they'll be using an oleosaccharum, where you use the peels of lemon or other citrus fruit and kind of macerate that in with some granulated sugar, and it creates like this really fragrant and citrusy sugar syrup. But the point of this one is that it's nice and easy and kind of quick, and yeah, just something to throw together to have in your garden on a sunny day for you lucky people that are heading into summer. We're just gonna give that a shake. Now one thing, a lot of punches do tend to kind of come out a bit of a frothy brown color, which isn't necessarily the most appealing, just because they've got the tea in there and then brown spirits. So I'm actually going to use a little, if you've got any kind of tinted glasses or even like a ceramic one or something. This one obviously you can serve in a tall Collins glass. I'm just doing it in quite a nice big rocks glass. Pop a few little lemon slices in there. And now the recipe does have some grated nutmeg. Unfortunately I did not have any nutmeg, but you know, we like to substitute on here, so we're going to do just a tiny little bit of powdered allspice on the top. So it's going to get that nice woody aromatics as you raise it up to your nose. And there we have a Fish House Punch. Perfect summer drinking, although it is definitely a dangerous one. I would suggest maybe waiting till the sun is past the ard yarn a little bit on that one, because obviously you've got your 2 full shots of booze plus your liqueur and everything. But yeah, really nice and kind of fruity and quite rich up front, and then that lovely tea tannin comes through and just kind of dries it all out with your lemon juice as well. It's just really nicely balanced. Obviously that's the whole point of punches, is that thing of the you know, being a certain amount of strong to sweet to sour, and then getting lengthened out by a weaker element. So perfect for parties and things like that. It's a great example of a properly balanced punch, and so good in fact that there's a little rhyme about it which goes, there's a place just out of town where if you go to lunch, they'll make you forget your mother-in-law with a drink called Fish House Punch. So now you know.